Good morning, Rancho. My name's Janessa.
And I'm Kathleen. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
And stay tuned for the following announcements.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Weather with Wilton. So today we'll be talking about the weekend's forecast, which, as you can see, is going to be cloudy with a chance of rain. So to begin with, today, which we have Friday, of course, we'll have an all-high of 69 degrees going all the way down to 45 degrees. On Saturday, we'll have a 69 degrees at high again and going all the way down to 50 degrees. On Sunday, we'll have a 63 degrees at high going all the way down to 48 degrees. And then finally, on Monday, we'll have a 60 degrees at high going all the way down to 43 degrees. So on Friday and Saturday, we'll have a cloudy days, and then on Sunday, we'll have a 70% chance of rain, and on Monday, we'll have a 40% chance of rain. So make sure to wear your jacket over the weekend, and I hope you guys have a great one. See you guys next time.
Attention, Rancho! Boys basketball is coming sooner than you think. Make sure you have a 2.0 GPA with no F's in any class. Make sure you have an insurance form filled out before your first practice. If you have any questions, please ask Mr. Burns.
Rancho's third noontime activity of the year will be today at lunch.
We will be doing freeze dance, so if you're interested in dancing on stage, make sure you're the one who's picked to represent your advisory. Come join us for the Battle of the Rhythm!
Attention, Rancho. Yearbooks are still on sale for $40. Get an envelope from the front office and turn it into Miss Romano in room 5.
Excuse me.
No PDA, Rancho!
Happy birthday to Sandra N.,
Christy L., and happy early birthday to Edric G.,
Ernestina A.,
Benjamin L.,
Derek C.,
Mark B.,
Sophia C.,
Dylan A.,
Natalie L.,
Daniel Q.,
and Esther D.
That doesn't go in there. First, you have to pour out the water, and then this belongs in the recycle bin. Now make sure, Rancho, don't put your bottles and cans in the trash. Put them in the recycle bin. Thanks, Rancho!
The cafeteria needs lunchtime volunteers. Volunteers will receive free lunch. If you're interested, talk to Ms. Campos in the cafeteria.
Come on, we gotta go to class. Remember, Rancho, always keep your backpacks to the side of you
Or in front of you so students don't trip.
You are the popular one, the popular chick. It is what it is now, popular is. Standing on the field with your pretty pom-pom. Now you're working at the movie selling popular corn.
All right, welcome back all 104 AMC8 participants. We've got less than 2 weeks to go, and we will be taking the test on this AMC8 after school on Tuesday, November 17th. So let's take a look at 2 more problems. All right, the trick to this problem right here is you need to simply write out the equations and solve as much as you can. So for example, this 3 to the 4th power can be written as 81. And if you know that's 81 and you got to get 90, then all you have to do is add 9. So that makes 3 to the p power 9, and so the power has to be squared. So p has to be 2. The next one, of course, you do the same thing, and you get your 44 equals 76, and so you're going to subtract and get 2r is equal to 32. So that must be to the 5th power, so r is 5. And then finally you do the same thing on the last problem, and you get s has to be to the 4th power. Then you're going to multiply all 3 together. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 times 4 is 40, so your answer is 40. Okay, now on the next problem, this is the hardest one. It's actually at the most difficult level. And you have to understand what inscribed means. So inscribed means your rectangle is perfectly inside the semicircle with no edges popping out. And it's said that the longer side is on the diameter, so that would make it on this side. Now, when you look at your rectangle, the first thing you're thinking about is, well, what am I using this for? I'm trying to find the area of the semicircle. So you think, oh, area is pi r squared. But then you're thinking of a semicircle, so it's only half. So your equation is going to be pi r squared times a half, or pi r squared divided by 2. All right, now, so you're thinking, well, how can I find the radius? Because that's the only missing piece, is just the r, and then you've got it. So when you look at your rectangle, there's actually 2 radii. So you could actually have one here, and then, of course, you have one there. So you can just make a dotted line. And then you're going to see what kind of figures you have. Once you notice this triangle, you notice that it's a right triangle. Okay? It's a right triangle. That means you have a Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem will work to help solve this. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A squared and b squared are the 2 legs, and the c squared is the hypotenuse. So if you'll notice that the radius is exactly in the center of the rectangle too. So you've got one distance there and a one distance there, which makes the 2 legs 1s. And then you're going to find the hypotenuse. So if 1 squared is 1, 1 squared is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. In order to find c squared, you have to square root both sides. So you square root both sides. And c is going to be the square root of 2. So you plug that into your equation for the semicircle, and you go, oh, nice, a square root squared. And you know that the square root squared cancels each other out, and you end up with 2. And so 2 divided by 2 is 1, and so guess what? You're left with pi. So the answer to the question, what is the area of the semicircle? It's simply pi. All right, folks, we've got 1 or 2 more to go before the actual test. Study hard. I'll give some more out on Monday or Tuesday of next week, and we'll see you soon.